say from no back to the garden, you know, baby, as you know. We so be moon, I mean, maybe I'm castle, we may save you. We could squank again, but only move as you move in. You are more from a yada brew. We are an I ever want to let me save you.
Another 6 o'clock is here. Wake up and meet the morning dear. Brand new day, it's a brand new slate. Like Barack say, yes I can. Don't let the worries of yesterday hold you down on this lovely day. Well, look up in the mirror and say, yes I can. Open your face, open your face. Nothing away, nothing away. Kani mukwala kabo. Magana marekena blow. Nothing away, nothing away. Open your face, open your face. Magana marekena blow. Kani mukwala kabo.
Just do it, just do it. Just do it, just do it. Just do it, time is ticking. Just do it, just do it. Tired of lying to yourself yet. Don't you know you are your best bet? Who you waiting for, who you waiting for? You've got all you need more. They won't want to help when it's convenient. Tell you all of this is for experience. She put all of your body and your wild head. Just take a step and things will fall in place. You win time fast, no one can catch it. So don't waste all you frequent it. Your time is now, your time is now. Just believe it, take it, yes I can. Find your faith, find your faith. I tell my way, I tell my way.
Kani mukwala kabo. Magana marekena blow. Nothing away, nothing away.
Find your faith, find your faith.
Magana marekena blow. Kani mukwala kabo.
Don't wait, the time will never be just right. Start from where you're standing now. Work with what you have. Work with what you got.
No one said it would be easy. Anyone that ever made it said it wasn't easy. Well, look up in the mirror and say, yes I can. Open your face, open your face. Tell my way, tell my way. Kani mukwala kabo. Magana marekena blow. Tell my way, tell my way. Open your face, open your face. Magana marekena blow. Kani mukwala kabo.
Open your face. I tell my way. Kani mukwala kabo. Megane marekena blow. I tell my way.
Another 6 o'clock is here. Wake up and meet the morning dear. Brand new day, it's a brand new slate. Like Barack say, yes I can. Don't let the worries of yesterday hold you down on this lovely day. Well, look up in the mirror and say, yes I can. Open your face, open your face. Nothing away, nothing away. Kani mukwala kabo. Magana marekena blow. Nothing away, nothing away. Open your face, open your face. Magana marekena blow. Kani mukwala kabo.
Just to adjust, just do it. Choose to adjust, choose to it. Choose to it, time is to give. Choose to it, choose to it. Tired of lying to yourself yet. Don't you know you are your best bet? Who you waiting for, who you waiting for? You've got all you need more. They won't help when it's convenient. Tell you all of this is for experience. She put on your body and your wild head. Just take a step and things will fall in place. See, when time fast, no one can catch it. So don't waste all your free granted. Your time is now, your time is now. Just believe it till yes I can. Find your faith, find your faith. I tell my way, I tell my way. Kari mukala kabu. Magana marakena blow. I tell my way, I tell my way. Find your faith, find your faith. Magana marakena blow. Kari mukala kabu. Don't wait, the time will never be just right. Start from where you're standing now. Work with what you have. Work with what you got.
No one said it would be easy. Anyone that ever made it said it wasn't easy. Well, look up in the mirror and say, yes, I can. Find your faith, find your faith. I tell my way, I tell my way. Kali mukala kabu. Magana marakena blow. I tell my way, I tell my way. Find your faith, find your faith. Magana marakena blow. Kali mukala kabu.
Find your faith. I tell my way, I tell my way.
Another 6 o'clock is here. Wake up and meet the morning dear. Brand new day, it's a brand new slate. Like Barack say, yes I can. Don't let the worries of yesterday hold you down on this lovely day. Well, look up in the mirror and say, yes I can. Open your faith, open your faith. Nothing way, nothing way. Kari mukwala kabo. Magana marakena blow. Nothing way, nothing way. Open your faith, open your faith. Magana marakena blow. Kani mukwala kapo.
Choose to adjust, just do it. Choose to adjust, just do it. Choose to it, time is to give. Choose to it, choose to it. Tired of lying to yourself yet. Don't you know you are your best bet? Who you waiting for, who you waiting for? You've got all you need more. They won't help when it's convenient. Tell you all of this is for experience. She put all your mind and your wild hair. Just take a step and need to fall for this. Tell guys no one can catch you. So don't waste all your free granted. Your time is now, your time is now. Just believe it till yes I can. Find your faith, find your faith. I tell my way, I tell my way. Don't wait, the time will never be just right. Start from where you're standing now. Work with what you have. Work with what you got.
No one said it would be easy. Anyone that ever made it said
Mobaswa, nyamiye madum na mobaswa, mumbo modiana, monshe na enkwe echi mayen, enkwe echi mayen. And then we see my share glasses. I'm poor and then my glasses, my normal glasses, no. akodi baby mentimi amfa ne say we alternative one de we she democrat na ye tuntum enti mo fa nche me ja obi nka say we she dem no wa she glass tuntum da bi eduro wom na nso sa na tie yo meda mo nyina se mesa ma mo akwa aba eba legal hour ewo GM radio so every Friday bia yishishi mo say anope na wote menka na me ma wa ache say ye wia nso ama wa ha na sa de asa bebi a owo bia nso ene me ma ajo mesa ma wa kwa bebiom na ene monka ye ho na ye mfa edumedie emba ma kwemu ye wo Facebook ye san wo YouTube ye san wo tune in and so enti se o hwehwe GN radio legal hour ne so a obetie bia mesre wo ba bia ye wo bi eno ase ko Facebook na type GN radio face live no and Facebook live na say YouTube live no ubehu yen wo ho na henenom na ene omodi dwuma se ne amonim lawyer Kentin Kafo lawyer papa lawyer ye kan say pimpim lawyer ye bom din na che say home office kra edwane omo because omonim se omo de omo assemble to omo anim a se ne tibia o so moma omudi nkunim tiche se lawyer papa na ene meni omo eba fidie ya ye from sen omudi BWF solicitors for ehin pa na ye hwehwe sa lawyers yi ye behu omo ni echiri kra mo nya yira kwan kra bebi omo wo no eno ase wo de wo London London ha ya omo London ha ya ekro bi a friend seven sisters no a very popular name a obi enim seven sisters ewo North London na ne etene say o hwehwe bebi omo wankasa seven sisters no say ufa underground train friend tube na but more than anafa Victoria line na enam seven sisters kwan ne so na udu seven sisters no pepe no we see form of seven sisters tube station no see form but more than twetwa weni na hwehwe exit number 2 no o hwehwe na wo hu pa obehu say opie free ho na abansuru bi esi wenim stairs na no pe abansuru bi si ho abansuru no fourth floor BWF solicitors for omo honum oho ene omaso eye na se wo drive nso a ene obetumi a drive Tesco kakraka bi wo Broadway ni so a Seven Sisters Broadway ni so a Tesco kakraka bi wo ho Tesco no omo 90 minutes free parking na obetumi akọ wo honum sa nso na se o furu bus baby a wo bia no buses ni free different bro ni so a edeko bus ne bi ni 149 there sha safety London Bridge na che se ni na kwa isapa ho kra ntu ufa 14 na obetumi edu Seven Sisters tube station sa nso na ufa 76 nso enam ho basa eye number 243 so nti baby efi no 243 a eno nso efa enim pe sa nso na 259 so enenam ho 259 sa nso na 279 any 318 any 476 sa basis amabobo nyina omonam Seven Sisters tube station no obetumi ehu BWF solicitors for omo abansoro no fourth floor abansoro ya true nim say Anna house bomode anako na mesrem ani die momfa sa na meyi ameboboi wo de sa na meyi ene na ehia wa ochene bi ebehia wa na se wadamfo bi na wonu bi ebehia sa na meyi okase mehwe lawyers o metumi edi ma asema ma me abomode na fa sa na ma no emomo main omo ne main number no 0208 Mr. of a penny paper natural and alpha 2 phone so why na bono BWF solicitors emergency time yes 0208 493 7340 sana me Mr. bo fatu ho na dachi bi no ahia okra ebehia wonu bi anase wadamfo bi yo ye de edwumedie no sha se eneden na ye wo kan na ye wonyoma bebre a ye ba bedi ho enkomo ye wonyoma bebre ye ba bedi ho nkomo enti no mamo pimpin so mo mbre fidie no mesra mo Facebook for mo share na enkwachi maye na Miss Moma ne nkwechi se ne be ya dodo na ebehu ye ye sanso wo BWF solicitors legal omo Facebook live no ye sanso e wo ho enti wo behu me sisi anope wo behu me magime adwemu a meti ho anope meda nyame ase obi ba obi sister ho ayefo me se ya adom nko a o nyame adom na odi adom me enti wo pese hu ma ho offense na wo betie ya ene bra Facebook ne so na wo behu ye nsisi a e wo ho no yo yebekoso yembre na aso Lawyer Francis mema good morning pacho what to say
Yo, nyamiadom mehoye. Also, wapo muti say.
nso nyame adomo ene mo mpa bo meti asese jude mu jata no welcome yeah welcome yo bra Francis em say time no akasa America kra enti no mema ho kwan wa hom na wedi kan echechi atiefo ne ahwefo a omo hwe yensisi na wiwe ya na fe mebisa se nyame ya adomi week atwemu se update bi wo ho a mesro na fatu dwama ye na fe de yemfa ya agro no yemfa enhwoso medase
Yo, manya ti medasi biom so ena message ao. Tie for chia mo yedin chia kesi free BWF so ye. Omo mo hwe yen ewo Facebook ena omo mo hwe YouTube no. Ena omo amutie yen as well. Baby a wo bia ye chia mo se obema unia anase wabusuani atinka se ye legal hour ewo GN radio na drew so na ne nsema de ba no ebi a wo na mmoa wa unia bi wo saa tibia mu a ebeboa no enti ye beka se yesremo a mumbo munua koko anase mon share program no na ma omonso hu ye legal hour education na ye de ba no because ene nsem na ye be probro so no ebeboa me ne wo anase wunua bi anase wabusuani yo manyati
yo yedase Lawyer Francis yedase yo ene ye main topic no mu hwampa de bia ye application ye spouse ne ade na atosin obeya ne asan de aba na kwan bia na chese waye oni obeye bia na chese there are few things we ebetom there are certain things so we na ye refuse na say na akoye bibi basa ebinti no ene Lawyer Francis pese ye hwe sa applications ya ye hwehwe ewo ye spousal visa ne ade nti no se update bia eni ho dia mesrewo ene ye enkoso
yo manyati medase update bia share down by the only thing is still no ye wo say you're traveling say opese to kwan was we careful now check it or traveling update corona so no say in terms of coronavirus pandemic no say na sa corona omo hihye esitie say na UK abo omo ho ban FBC sesebra ni say omo anticipate say by hopefully June 21st na bibia back to normal no sans in other countries so bo mo modern say almost say ne be ya normal life na near lady before coronavirus back to normal no inti the America church for ne say still na no person to kwan na for now check it corona so no update in terms of coronavirus why ti when update me de betuja yo and then so call your topic choose say you do be educate and I say you be pensema ama obiate and I say obia hu de ko and I say wo sa tibia no mu a and I so person make this application na there was say wo ye yo manyati and I think that we've say you may choose see BBI friend applying for a UK spouse or partner visa. So in this case, what we're going to talk about is if someone is in overseas, i.e. Ghana, Gambia, Nigeria, everywhere, apart from UK, and that person was to travel to UK to join the partner or the spouse who is settled or who is a British citizen in UK here under the immigration rules, that person has to meet some certain criteria, being eligibility and suitability. So in this morning topic we're going to discuss, we're going to look at the criteria being the eligibility and also being the suitability and the outcome of the application and the way forward. So when we look at it, when we talk about being being a spouse of a person settled in UK here, what we normally look at is your partner who is in UK here a British citizen or someone settled under the immigration rules. If you can confirm that, your partner has to meet certain criteria, be the eligibility, in order for you to make that application to join your partner in UK. So what we're going to look at it is basically this application we're going to look at under the immigration rules. We're not going to talk about EU at the moment. What we want others or what we want people to know is that EU rules are there, EU appendix are there, immigration rules are there, and this we are picking basically under appendix FM and appendix FMSE, being specific evidence. So what I can say is, what I can start with is, first, let's look at the eligibility criteria or eligibility requirement. When we talk about the eligibility requirement, what requirements or what do you need to prove to the Home Office caseworker for you to be entitled to a visa to join your spouse in UK here? First, what the Home Office looks at it is, in terms of eligibility requirement, first they look at the relationship you've got with the person settled in UK or a British citizen or your spouse who is living in UK. So what they normally look at it is your spouse a British citizen or someone who is settled in UK in terms of the relationship? And also, they also look at it, is your spouse present and live in UK? So what they are going to talk about, or what they normally look at it, is the relationship, which shows that at least your spouse is living in UK. And also, in terms of your spousal visa application, they're going to look at, are both you and your partner over 18 in terms of the age-wise? And also, what they are going to look at it, what they are going to look at it as well is, has your partner married before or been in a relationship before? You have to declare, let them know. If yes, is it still, or has it divorced? You have to show that he or she has divorced in order to provide your decree absolute if the divorce was done in UK, or certificate of divorce if it's done in Ghana. So what we're going to look at in terms of relationship is, these are the things the Home Office are going to look at it. And the applicant must intend to show that I'm going to live with my partner permanently in UK when I receive my visa to come to UK to join my partner. So relationship requirements are some sort of, they are looking at it in such a way that, is the relationship with your partner genuine, subsisting, or is it some sort of, you guys are not into a prohibited degree of relationship? Does your culture allows you to marry from your same tribe or from your relationship with the other party. So these are the things we are going to digest and see in terms of relationship requirement. Let's talk about another requirement under the eligibility is a financial one. I think we've been talking about financial one for almost a couple of weeks now, being a main thing the Home Office look at it to assess whether you meet the financial requirement of a spousal visa. Here, what they look at it is you have to have 18,600 being the sponsor. That's the gross. It's not the net. We should be careful. It's the gross. And in addition, if you add in a child to as part of the application is 3,600. That's one child, two child, it goes to 2,400 as it goes along. But you also, all these things are on the part of your partner who is settled in UK, who is going to sponsor you. We have to be careful. Also, the financial bit, your partner who is in UK here can use some sort of benefits to cascade him or her to meet the financial requirement.
Okay, Lawyer Francis. So, if I may ask, before you continue, the financial aspect, does it fall under suitability or eligibility?
Yeah, Banyati, it falls under eligibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay. So there is a bit of echo. I don't know whether it's from my end.
Everything is okay here, so I don't know about your place.
Okay. So what I can say is, in terms of the financial requirement, as Manyati asked, does it fall under eligibility or suitability? It falls under eligibility. So this eligibility, as I was explaining, financial requirement, this is what you have to meet as a partner. But I made mention of benefits. Some benefits can let you not meet the financial requirement. Thus, we call it exemption. And these benefits include some sort of, if your partner is having disability living allowance, severe disablement allowance, or also attendance allowance, carers allowance, industrial injuries, and others. So this, if you are in receipt of these benefits, you don't need to meet the 18,600.
Okay.
Yeah. So in terms of financial requirement, this is what you have to present. Let's talk about the English language requirement, which is one of the eligibility requirements. Here, what the Home Office is expecting from you as the applicant is, if you are not part of the speaking English countries, being US, Jamaica, and others, you have to get English level A1. Alongside the English level A1, if you have your degree from overseas degree where you had, and it was taught in English, what they are saying is you need to let this organization known as NARIC UK to assess whether it meets the UK standard of English language. By sending your transcript, your certificate for them to assess. So in English language requirements, being part of the eligibility requirements, they are expecting you, either you use your degree overseas through the NARIC assessment as part of the English language requirement, or do the English language level A1. In Ghana, you can do it from the British Council. It could be Accra or Kumasi, but mostly Accra is where I've been noticed they do it. The other one being under eligibility requirements is accommodation. Because they don't want you coming here to be burden to the state. So as such, they're expecting to see your partner having accommodation in such a way that it will be conducive to accommodate you. So, what I've summarized or what I've talked about is the eligibility requirement. But we can switch to, because I made mention of two things, eligibility and suitability. We are now going to talk about the suitability requirement, because the suitability requirement entails some sort of how you comport yourself where you are before coming to UK. So as such, what they normally look at is your character. When you talk about suitability, it's your character. And your character may be in different diverse, in such a way that Home Office have classified them as, if some characters are in such a way that is above their threshold, they might refuse your application. So as such, they've categorized them as some characters are mandatory grounds for refusal and some are discretionary grounds for refusal. What these two differences means is that depending on the sort of criminal record or the sort of offense you've committed, that would let the Home Office decide whether your application should be refused or be given. In terms of using these two words, mandatory grounds for refusal and discretionary grounds for refusal. Because some sort of criminalities empowered the Home Office caseworker to decide that, no, your case, in your situation, we are going to refuse you on the basis of the offense you've committed. In this case, some offenses have high threshold and others have low threshold, in such a way that if it's low, they might give their discretion and say, no, we're not going to refuse you after you have declared about the offenses. So when you talk about suitability in general, it talks about your character, how you've done, how you've comported yourselves in terms of if you've been here before with IHS, did you pay for it using the government health thing whilst you are a visitor here? And also, if you owe Home Office based on litigation, being litigation debt, that one too, they can't consider. And how effort have you made in paying for all these things? So what I can say is character that falls under suitability criteria looks at what you've done in your past, which entails you to have a criminal record. Yeah, like litigation debt, as I did explain earlier, NHS debt, and others. So it's up to you to make sure when you're doing such an application, you declare things which you've done in your past in order for the caseworker have a look at it and make a decision out of it. Well, let's go to how the formalities of applying such an application to the Home Office. First, what you have to do is, after going through the eligibility and suitability criteria, this application is being done online at the government website. That's www.gov.uk spousal visa. So these forms, you fill it online, and upon completion of the form, what they look at it is you pay the Home Office fee and the IHS fee. The IHS fee is Immigration Health Surcharge. And the Home Office fee at the moment is, as of 6th of April 2021, is £1,523. And the IHS fee, because you come in for about 30 months or 33, the IHS fee are worked within that month. Every year you need to pay 624. So when we work it out for the 30 months, it is 1,560 in pounds. But the issue then is, if you are from Ghana and you're making that application to here, Ghana, they use the dollar rate. So depending on at that point in time of your application, the current dollar rate will determine how much you're paying for.
Okay.
So this is where we have to be a bit careful in terms of paying for
The application.
the application. So when you make your application, you've paid your fee, and it has been submitted to the Home Office that very day, you booked for biometric enrollment and submission of your documents. So this will determine the date you want to go for your biometric appointment and your submission of your documents. After you've submitted your documents, according to the Home Office website, you have 12 weeks for the decision to come around. So in this case, roughly you wait for about within 3 months for them to make the decision. But Home Office will write to you and acknowledge and saying, yeah, we receive your documents and so and so. So expect your decision within the 12 weeks. So in this case, you know what is ahead of you. All these things are procedure Home Office is put in place for you to apply for UK spousal visa. So in case your application is successful, you will be issued spousal visa. First is 33. Normally, they will give you about 3 months for you to, in your passport, be in a vignette to come to UK. And when you come to UK, you come for your biometric resident permit. From the post office, you choose around your partner, where your partner lives close to that. So in a nutshell, what I can say is applying for a UK spousal visa is what I've deliberated and come about, that I've made it simple and straightforward. But there are a bit of technicalities. I will advise that if you think you can't do it yourself, you have to consult your lawyer to help you to do that. So Manyati, for now, I think what I will say is we will leave it as it is. And when question comes in, we try to explain to the audience.
Okay, thank you very much, Lawyer Francis. Well explained. So now I know if I'm inviting someone or if I'm applying for my spouse from back home, I know the procedure to follow. And if I'm able to do that successfully, my application will be successful as well. Okay, we'll go back to our local dialect. Yo, it's here for senior Uncle Francis Echechi mono. Sa pepe peneche se owa ha na se opese wokofa wa hokanfo bi efri Ghana ediba and say you could be any African you can say citizen now okofa will partner from back home now. There are a few things that you really need to follow. And they say, the kind ebecheche say, or say first of all, no, uwo kromu ha na chese no nti na o koye application no akofa oni ho kafo e de aba no afenso no o se ye hu se mu relationship na oni ni pa kono nti awokwa akofa no na eye nokre na chese enye relationship bia wabo utirimu anase mo amopese mo de ye bibi nkwanche bibi o se yetumi hu na ye hu se mu relationship anase mo mpra twe no ana mo yire ana ukunu na ye nokre yo di kan ekan no afenso osan ba se sa na opese wo ye nso a potoboka se ne ye wo bibi e friend no eligibility and the minimum ni twi na enti no hono o cheche mo kakra ekwa echire ese o se ye hu wo sikasem no say unya sika te say 18 no na obetumi de akofa ho kafo nkwala wo mu nso anechesa akwala bia ne kakra ye de kan 18 no ho afen so no o my exemptions kakra say obi wo ho a 18 no onya 18 ne nyina na mom embia na oyeyarefo kakra ne ho baby enye papa pepepe inti no oji enamafo sika ye friend disability allowance ana say health allowance ana say sanyoman kitenkete no ene de uji bia ehu hia se chinchina chima o se wunya 18 no into hono na che se ye exemption kakra na mo there are other benefits bi there uji a ene de em se ebeko etia o eno wambobo ne nyina so but as time goes on ubisa ye betumi aka ho nsem e de akyerem afenso no ohona no oba form kakra no kan se o se utumi tro English in social no ana wo kosa in social na friend A1 no because afe na wo kofa wo kafo no e de aba nti A1 no o se wonya ema saa wo kafo no e na eba ni sanso ana yaba accommodation baby a wote ohon so mbehwe se baby a wote no so mbo se ubetumi di obi abeka ho ana sebi enye se wa oni obi na share na won so kofa ho kafo se wonya o baby wa rent you cancel na de ama o na che se o se yehwemu se wo baby a wodi wuti eto asomdwe wo ho a wodi ho kafo beka ho a enye ohaw bia nti ekire no okomua no kodu suitability no nso no mfancha me na de minim ne brofo minim ne twi enti no ohono nso no say we suitable so o de ma me nkoso na ehono ebi ni say ye behwe usuban no character suban no questions kakra ebisa lawyer Francis ewo ho suban no ebi mo ba kromu ha no eja na ya ka me kra mi ebi ya ka say oh ukoji uyare na uko hospital GP ma prescription we na ukoji edro na no aka say oh we exempted from paying na say wuntua embi so na we adwuma 24/7 we adwuma nko fully dia or say wutua na wentua na ogisa esuban ketenkete ne nyina dachi bi no etumi ekutia wo yetumi hwe nso embi a udi credit card no agigigi basa ba bia wagigi na wa wuntua na akotwem wakoye ye no mu ne afa litigation sem any just tokwan ketenkete bi wo sikemu baby na umpene mentua omo nya mehwe ni saa de ade ni nyina dachi be no etumi kutia ye nti saa suitability saa nyoma nketenkete etumi eyi na ni pie ne ye hwe se wa wo yes ade ni da ho ana ye no krese ho kire wampa ana se teze ne nyina ye hwehwem na course so afa IHS fee no nti wa ye application ni nyina na baby a wo ye eligible ye suitable no afa wa ba IHS fee no nso na tese promo immigration health self charge no nso no se o se wutua onye exempt na o se wutua na tese wetua no fefefe na saa ade nyina wo ye na wo de akofa wa ya application no akotua sika no omosika ne nso no UK ha no La Francis ka sempo na obo o se 1500 ana
application yeah 1523 and IHS 1560
sa na say what they call $3,000 dollars you what you call na mom say wuchia wo Ghana dia enam say exchange rate ni de bia ekosoro na afro na aba form na esi form no nti Ghana no esisa but sika no kikan bom almost 3,000 something no sa pepe enti exchange rate no sa no wetua no fefe uchia ya na omonso ahwehwe ni omo no mama na otwe dakro beye do mienu na say 12 up to 12 no ahwo mo enim na ye de aye wo ho na obehu an na ye de atom say kwana kofa wo ho kafo no ye de ama no ana onko no nkoji ana ya send de ama na wakoji nti say ya na okyerekere motiefo say ya na tete mu nti no betumi aye translation no La Francis mi je bibi wo mu ana
there be why idea no
yo me da sintie for sana etie ukofa ho kafa on say edaboko nanso emu nsem no na edoso na untutu unioma nyina yiye dia na ne oni how kra yo La Francis wo kasa no sa relationship yi ohono na menti ase se o say o se otumi prove se mo relationship na ye nokre na ye bia me wa ha na me mpena bi wo Ghana e de na me ko prove atro mo se me hu kafo ye me mpena se bia ye bia kra me sheda enware na e de na me ko prove efikase mo fo no ama me relationship na ye genuine pa cho betumi acheche mu kakra de ama me.
I made to me that say because relationship na hu ya me take papa and yes say we no as you are opese ye change you mu ye because the home office ameya ti ase say o share omo immigration rules no and omo guidance notes no say wo be catch say we ni obi wo relationship na opese okofa ne ba nioma ben na I was say yehwe ni ye ka say ampa only way or relationship and I say we need relationship. A first application say relationship they are almost they say wona wo ka asem no and I say wow opese o che say me ho ka for e UK hanom no na opese obe ya ware na opese obe fa me ba no they are home office omudi kan ebusa say woni na share pen. The first question I will be so mo share pen. Inti no say no advice I the man say was say at least one who nipa no what you kwaya kwa kosra no wako mako ya ware in the next case no evidence I was say would show and he said fine mo marriage certificate or traveling ticket or they call Ghana ebia say sebi oje visa Ghana Ghana High Commissioner my no so stamp a ball visa mu no e wo se wo de kire omo no mu se ampa wo na wo se wutu kwan ampa that say wutu kwan visa bon na yin mu kire se wutu kwan and an ticket or de ko je no enu nie into these are the things omo de hwe relationship no and e biomu tu no o ko anim about relationship na omo who say obi about ma worry because of that the age account I was say with the 18 echo and son of one enter into marriage into this case are the things on so much I mean who say at least as I work in terms of relationship a demo and answer a demo sabi ye what other tribe be a no crown in terms of Asia for India for omutimi ware omo because omo culture allow omo yes ade no omo case because home office na home office e fa ne say a part of omo culture but sabi Ghana ye de ko na o sister o si ma ware no home office be ka say there be ye nji tum say culture bi wo ha e ma wo ware o sister. So these are the things home office FFI ni omomu ehwe. Say I am pass relationship na wo kan wansem no edimu ana endimu. Nti depending crowd free so all the yes application no. And omu general requirement in terms of relationship omu dey ato ho no ma e wo say obi adi so.
Yo, enye sa na just a relationship no webo modern atwetwe mu kakra na yehu baby a wogina na yehu se ye nokre se enye wonu bi ana se wonfi India enye wonu bi na wa hyeda se wo kwa akware ne de aba yo o se wonfie no nso no nya du awotwe ana ye kan se du awotwe 18 do watwe ya 18 na just say enye akwale bi na wo kwa akofa no na wo be ka yo lawyer Francis yedase afen so no na me cheche mu no me ka sa won say ube krom ha na afedie eja nyoma nkitinkiti bi wo de o mfa ne say ye bibi ebi a typical example ne say what your prescription now ukoji edro na bon say boxes no akote po say you have a medical exemption certificate also a uni bi unim pefe say uni bi nam say obenye edro ni free nti na wakwa akoji na why ye bibi say bibi no me bi say anase wo de ka bi wakọ toto TV na ehu fridge ni ade otua ada krom yensa pe na high purchase afede wo se wonye adwuma biom no atwitwam na ye de kọ yese wa ye default na che se untua na say na che se da record so say wa ye default wakoto ade wontua na asell wo credit record mpacho yenhwe ni say NHS there no any credit records na asell no nso no eno nso to me ekun etia wa na ewo se ukofa wo hukafo ana o yire bi e de aba na ekutia wo ye application ama nipa ko no wo Ghana no ekutia wo ana oho no pacho betumi yiyim kakra de amaye
yo manyati o hwe de wabobobo so ya NHS and credit a year okay high purchase ni na sifwe so wo ye sponsor na ya na enkuntia. Yes, but they are omodi we nyina ahihye mu ni say bia na de ekofa na ba no applicant no emre bi na we use visitors visa back room happen.
Okay.
Enti oba ye no be use NHS ana manso twinkete obeto ade bia o si o my address me de mi kru there but ohwe ma o de ni di na to so a o can high purchase ni credit ayi.
Okay.
Wakojiji de ni kwan say so wojiji. And free chroma go back no wa mbomodi an sort it out when to me and clear your HS now NHS now wako use be a prescription ya de no but wako take na can wako take so exemption so me can no any exemption.
Okay.
And home office NHS for issue more mo say oh nipa no kra na obeji side ni kra no oni nkrata wo chroma. But NHS ebasa omudi kan throw no more time ample time say what they saying na betime tuatua especially ebia wa bakroma abe use of medical facilities say service be enuama oba be wo ha now instead of say so tua private fee no on be so betua in this case you know NHS no be throw aka cho say asemasi say ni ehu say your record dey chere inti kana wode no betua eka now so I throw back akacho say fine eka no maji atum but say ana me no ka say me nya say sika ni nyina inti ebia every month bia no monte me 10 pounds monte me 5 pounds monte me 20 pounds
na la friends but hold on no me one question tio sisi I am funny two scenarios wa ha me na me ba kromu ha ena ma ba yesa na me ja ne hokọ me kọ me Ghana ena sisi oba me bi ya me ba ye no me betwi mpran kakra na se me ne obi hihye o na afi nipa ko no pese oba ware ana se oba fa me e de ba krata so papa na ye sa hwehwemu ne ehu se me na me ye sa anyoma no me nso me wo Ghana NHS no me de atro me
yo me da se hono wayi wa pepesi e pensem mu enti America ni se o kroma no use address bi enti nipa na address na o yi no omofo se ho na wote and definitely o yes ade na home office be ball koko NHS ni be ball koko
okay
say ya throw but wo na wo yes ade ni say wo dim say in future be ba kroma back the best thing is so sort it out to do money wo every honeymoon
nothing
yeah it is who sa ti bia no mu a say bia wa go back to Ghana cry ni actual letter na cause address na nipa na oti ho no obe more information no I also make an arrangement to pay for that amount because that you will buy you be use against you it hono na ema case worker need to me say I was so using the discretion now I say adie we adie bia bone no eso ana say enso and I make a threshold you know because bone bi wo ha case worker no matter how obeka no obeka cho say we dey asunti be you you dey refuse your application
okay
no na your friend mandatory refusal no but sa bone nkiti we mu wa ntua we ni ade no omobe you so omo discretion no mama option said obetimi abetua ni nyina na say obe start atua ni kakra nsa na make decision or application.
Okay.
It was one said the way a home office as show money on
Yes.
In such a way, say because application we no under human rights application.
Okay.
It is someone make it decision be no man share you no man factor. No might be a timmy way. You the two scales, sir. A bit by a cassiate beer. So they were scale, you know. A bit balance it be. Now you feel say it's against Nipani human rights. Who acquaint just say ube appeal or court.
Okay. Yeah, see. Yo, Lawyer Francis, watch it. Me kase maybe sound some na and then me no nkwa na be din komo na. Etie for so aye because some no character na special. I've got so much to ask, but then Johnny aka ne metie for na omonso ombre mu bi adofo a ewo ahoma ne so any Facebook so me damo nyina sese maba so na mo stick with me. Me sra mo mani die mo nchema me why. Boy Gordon, me sra but just share the program on your Facebook account. So mami why Nana Ajimai or say or chia me or say no pay me why if Nana Ajimai me dash you adomon kwa yo sisi me be telephone lines no e de atum obetumi ebisa nsem efa ade a ene yesua no na se wasem no so emfa ho a enya hwe you can still ask your question bia wo efa migration ho efa waware ho efa just say family law who efe bibia who concerning lawyers utumi bisa sheda emfa topic no don't worry cry find that one we bisa Lawyer Francis wa ha especially mu you questions minim say still are you nsem no to emu den nti no wo you nsem bia nso a utumi etwe de ba Lawyer Francis wa ha obeyi wa no fe numbers ID di dwuma no ene de me wo all the 4 numbers no wa ha ene all the 4 numbers no eye dwuma pepepe into no 4 numbers, everything is working, everything, all the numbers. So I'm going to mention the numbers once again. And those of you watching me on Facebook, please, if you can pin the numbers for me, I will really appreciate it and I will love you. Mom pinning numbers, no semi bubo numbers na mom pinning and mommy. Ain't me first caller, me first caller, no, Miss Rauna. Pin the numbers for me, I will really appreciate it and I will love you. First call our number ended with 5582, but hold on 1 second now fidye. Okay, 5582 pacho wona edu so your friend say na o kasa friend.
Lawyer Francis, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Pacho me was question be na person bisa like me na me ya warrior in 2017 and na me sa go warrior in 2020 way. Before me go away in December 20th. Nti sisi anu me nya obi a me ware. Nti se me ye sa 2020 no December. Me go away in December 2020. Nti se me ware me nya EU ni a me san ware a. Metima ware ni December 25th. Se me ye so a metima apply status amano ana. The question no.
Yo, Lawyer Francis, in Pacho, say what me call no.
Me Pacho there be man tip. Mr. Check it.
Me producer wa call ho.
Pacho.
Onim mema wa say bisa wa sem ne quick me tuni no marketing kiti bi wa ha. Yo, in Pacho koso na bi se bi o ma me wa na o kanu na me ye bi ti ma o anko.
The question here say example me ware 2020.
Francis here dia ote.
Aye.
Okay, yeah. Papa koso ai.
Okay, me ware 2020 January. And me sa go aware in 2020 December. But me sanya EU ni a me pese me ware ni. Nti metima ware ni 25th and 27th December before 31st no. So me yesa aje no sa aware na valid and invalid. And so say valid so a metima metima your settled status na mama na. Me question no.
Me bacho call na wo.
Osi o ware
2020.
Sir.
When on any worry, is it you?
Also, worry 2017.
Or
2020, yeah,
2017.
2020.
Oh,
And Miss Agu Awari in 2020 now.
Worry 2020 you and 2020 now Osagu Awari no.
Yes. And also worry.
And I said Miss Awari 2020 within that December, no. But before 31st, no.
Okay.
Before 31st of December 2020, now making EU application. Maybe.
And Osan Ware foforo. Ewo before 31st, no Osan Ware foforo. Until Patrick say, ube to me apply for pre-settle status na mani pakuna na.
Aye.
Yo, na EU no. Worry no. Why pre-settle ni bi anaso otikroma dada before 31st of December.
Ono otikrum had dada because ono awarena ukwe anka ono na ose oye mami but awarena ukwe
no worry no before December 31st no na o can say no otikrum had dada na
ampa try
no why settle status and pre-settle status ni bi ana
why bi
There no why is it pre-settled or not settled?
Pre-settled.
Yo, so why be inquired ya? Ube to me, I so I application for EU settlement scheme. But the ABR a bit me a trigger our home office and he said, well, first our no some more news are making any application that's fine. Because so as long as more you saw my home office and who said where they can worry pay. In the course of the application, home office bet me up say, well, worry jay who said when you bear worry pay. Now will be a chair say, my jar worry na into honor na bia I was say we degree absolute and I said we are the fear there with the certificate of divorce, ebe kwa home office.
Divorce certificate no.
Divorce certificate in the ewo ho.
Yo.
And you only how, Papa, why?
Okay, patch me that spa.
Yes, that's yo. Men for no to so na men family bay. Yo, men we are bear made na so action patcho wa landline no mami 1 minute why me basisi a ona mane 8916 patcho wona do so why.
Yo, good morning, Manyati.
Good morning,
Lawyer Francis. Pacho Kwajonie.
Yo,
my last question maybe start about say you in the same nyame fa na me to me you one among. Pacho my wife could renew 2.5 no. Na 2.5 no be say supporting documents no. Be say lawyer listening na oboboni nyina so ma me na me church. Na ba me family me employment ayi and support person no ayi su the employment ne ono an income ayi no dey here and no one am say me friend ma bisa ti me say lawyer say listening nyina ma me na ndem a bia me so me dia support apart from me so me bia me employment ayi ne be yi no me dey enka ho dey so no ayi so no an dey here.
Yo, my team, I mean, Musa question.
Bisa.
Bisa, the mommy said, the wife 2.5, no, yeah, the man on the basis, only no, I worry on the 5-year route and not 10-year route.
Kwajo, Oti Lawyer Francis Nga.
Me tie the question, me tie.
Enti mame mwaye.
And then within about 2.5, the first 2.5 no go renew in 5 years.
5 years route, okay.
Yeah,
Francis.
5-year route, and no, for the benefit of listeners now, more or say na lawyer 5-year route to cry then. Yo, dear, Kwajo, dear nature, say.
Pacho,
okay. On bisa ohwi biom da fatu so neti we chire why.
Okay, yo, Mate.
Bye. Your lawyer Francis Batman and why?
Yo, dear, Kwajo person or Chirani said, yeah, the man, the wife 5-year route, so no da. Now 5-year route, or no, any topic I can't once him, no, what the Kwajo go through. Say, why apply Emma, the year free, say, Ghana, and Abaguma, any money 2.5. Into or call for renewal another 2.5. Then after another 2.5, we'll try 5 years. No, I call for settlement. And answer indefinite leave to remain. Yo, now Kwajo no ne worried ne say person who supporting documents. Obey here for ne ho ka for no renewal. The TN say me betitim say ne ho ka for no ba no na opeso no kwa ejina ne bibia so no de kwa. Ye wo say oba no ode banie. Yo, ono oba no I was say the passport ready. Passport na enwuye. Ene biom oba no I was say oba ne kire say oba krom ha no no guso a wo ye adwuma. Me kasa say unless Kwajo ni documents no be use ade a supporting no. But so no kwa ni de no use a wo say wo kire say wa ye adwuma. Your man 2.5 no why adwuma sa up to currently inti e bia be here free oba no ne letter from employer and ni pay slaves na was say the last 6 months I was say what say omu miti ononu miti 18,600 and now say or the new kunu de ebeka ho.
Okay.
Iti obani de na Kwajo pesi ehu a o se obani che se ne annual income no before tax no 18,600 and e biomu so no ti se de ye ka bobo so ye de sha ase efa requirement no eligibility requirement no.
Okay.
I was se obani cost wa che se woni Kwajo relationship no eguso a omote as obani okunu inti hono omo marriage certificate ebe show inti obani was say what share omo marriage certificate yo and I say what share say omo warrior no subsisting genuine and subsisting now obi be busa say na lawyer genuine and subsisting the dey na metimi dey actually fine woni nete okofa oba kroma no untu nkotena baabia woni na atena kosita ma sesi abeso renew application no inti I was say uma evidence share say 2.5 na de ma no oba e no proof of address woni nete inti hono ubetimi issue council tax ubetimi issue utility bills ubetimi issue bank statement yo inti sa nioma we ye be sa hwe say English language, all bano sebi say or the A1 ne ba ya, or say we A2. And now say or the degree bina or the narek no mo check ye bibia na. Obetimi ya use no e de ato na application so. And now say o use bibia ye fe no B1 and no so no obetimi akoso use that B1 no.
Okay.
And only English language, And I was say what say accommodation requirement, Say baby omute still omuye okay. Problem be any omunye overcrowded. Into Ushema or Barney side, me money rent fi say the bank statement ebeka home because at the end of the day, say also we hear Juma and find a tria usikagu. Definitely you bet go account into bank statement for the last 6 months, we pay slave for the last 6 months. And we English language, and tenancy agreement, so more rent here. Now, sir, Kwajo na attorney there, mortgage statement or the back home. Into a Barney side, Kwajo say, Utia, the supporting document, obey you soon saying, yes, I'm a boss of you. The passport,
I'm so what in la Francis.
Yo.
Me grandma trauma no nti no mesen ya man se na ya yenko ya mre ni so nti kwadwo what in why obi ohia nchechemu bi a frɛ me kwadwo de minimum no nti no bibi a san frɛ me why yo me nyodofo bi nso gina ahoma ne so wo landline so mpacho ye fra say na okasa frɛ because wo ho no anhwa na atiko.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mpacho FM Rajwa.
Yo mami mpacho bisa wasem ne enko why.
Mpacho me bisa question na mama dan for bi na okra indefinite. Baby oye ejuma wono. Or say I catch you almost or monkoji code being free you can say home office embra if ya wo krom hanum say ya by the 10th of June. I'm saying me who say true for be na wom.
La friends mpacho tenenga.
I mean,
Yo.
Rajwa de Tiani said, "Oh, you, Diana."
They be onye you ni.
Na the nationality a day.
Oh, you Ghanaian.
Any Konkoji code.
Sanoka, but also your name say I don't know. Also, I catch your mom letter say by the 10th of June because you need him. Also, somebody code be from home office.
Oh, the ATM maybe say you near and I say you family member.
The only EU family member.
Ojina, then onya indefinite no. Ojina why so and I say
okay, minimum say whether you are worry and say I don't know, but I think that I check.
Yo, my main fan in general, and I mean church mu. Why?
Okay.
Because information be and can make us straight to the answer. Why? Yo, the attorney say, so when you're indefinite, who bet me indefinite, under EU. And also bet me under immigration rules. We go waba betina kroma. Wari British ni, and also be our settle down. Now we di 5 years now. What mean indefinite and our settlement. And now, Yambra EU the national. And I said, Mensan twisting back. If you also our better Osiki asylum, Nina Sifo, any man indefinite. Yeah, indeed, when you are under immigration rules. But when you immigration rules now, first now about passport. Nancy no must start card, biometric card. And say over EU as here EU any EU omabushia omonzu timinya indefinite under the basis of EU settlement scheme no provided so much now more than 5 years. Intin kaminya maybe our down for ye indefinite ni man no free a committee me church sa code no
and true an EU national a British national EU national.
Okay, so you're British national here say was the code. Yeah, the man say only EU ni only British ni kita ho any the man na wo here say was the code biako.
Okay.
So on the passport man for come employer no.
Okay.
Employer no they are here who ni say employer ne be catch you say na say who say home office Emma biometric card. I don't know who put be. Into the over catch up when say Tama home office started biometric card now. Now waji will settlement dada. Into waji dada and we answer obey a card no. But employers do HM or human resource in immigration with regards to employment. Omontias into the omo diane say so one fan to card as well. Me mawajuma.
Okay.
You will be a mature woman soon, say. It is hard in the bar. Yeah, bad advice with the corner coy cardinal. Never come on. Open was soon, yeah. And I do also on the ball passport, you know. Now, where ye passport, you know. Now a woo, and I say a bewoo. What's indefinite now? I know they are born a boom. In this case, you know. So passport in the employer and Rebecca said no. Me per se who could renew passport now. Was I visa for from? But in maybe any who can say was employer and make us answer when you
Okay.
Yeah.
Omo hurehura yɛn kwa ɛwɔ adwuma mu hɔ. Yo,
Thank you very
yo,
much.
yes, hear that say.
Okay.
Bye bye, mami. Yo, ye wani pam yenu ejina afidie ne so na me question quick text message ba ko a me nua be ma di bi di aba. Me answer no we de ya foma me. O se ni wakotro B1 na obisa se B1 no be wuda ben. B1 no ne etie ne se we English test no na when you sue for 2 solid years na just say da ho na won use so na just say 2 years ne pa ho na ukotro ukoye unkrata na you have to write the test again sa na tie enti no we the lawyer Francis ana me try.
Oh, wait, I will like
You know, many of them my answer question. You mpacho, una money end with 5516. Where did I swatch it? Kafra, why? What a friend, say.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my team. Good morning, La Francis.
Good morning, Papa.
Good morning.
Me pachowa where my friend would na adibi fufu sang ebe twemu a nka o clarify ma me kakra eye ma me. Eye me na me fresh say me year application for fee waiver na documents na me almost me upload in a dos so ma me me ya enko. But dana me no kasa na o ma me alternatives na me try as e metumi aye. That day na no me original document na me send in by post no. Minya returns back from Home Office. Omo clarify to me say omo upload the document on their database until they don't need to keep the original document with them until omo return it to me. Na document na misa kana me hu ni say e call mo database so dia enene there is no need say me san try me hu bi ma say me to me send me say me hu say is it arrive and I have done.
But your last bit, no, say, who said that?
Me person me who say, like say, me follow up BM because so more upload the save or more database and so. And man twice should be a man for say me to me upload it.
Yo, ain't you person good day? Then I person.
Me person me who say, like say, ne kwan swa no.
Why the right thing na? Into yeah.
Yo. I good sir. The way your church and your man no pick it up. Oh yeah, alternative now. So far, Home Office are throw back. Amawaya where say, Omunsaka documents, Omaskane, Edia to a database. So it's at the end of the day, no, you don't need to. Omun person behubio. The tell say option omudia amount is either ube you so omon link portal no. And I say ube posti ama but who situation you say who try link portal no na documents in the dorsal into alternative back we see and say who posti koma omo yo who posti koma no ma share no with the power who here say who say come back to the link portal no say me kwa ko share the wo omo system omo check it in future who have a problem or letter or the bread no and I bet you say me post here no one am catch me say maskane aye bibia why
Mpacho you
say that's why
me that's lawyer.
Yo, Sanet here now the one semna ba mpacho wa so me 1 second. Sanet now the one semna ba na lawyer echeche mu ya bo 1043 na chese eguso ewa ha boy golden ebisa question wo ho boy me kan question in a minute. Robert Wood nso say good morning lawyer Francis Akosia part nya you etete Dr. Sadom ante no o say good morning anadma cheche obia wo ifidie no so say good morning lawyer Francis, good morning Manyeti mejewo so papa yo medofo bia igina ahoma so fa cheme wo number end with 6848 sisi ade mama ho kwan kan ya pese o ke bia yitio.
Good morning.
Good morning mami.
And good morning.
Morning.
I think but some be say Francis say not be that.
Bacha baby out na no utwitwa pa o. WhatsApp line no etwitwa kakra papa intimate
Wacha
hwe.
wote mega.
Aha, sesi ade ye.
Me free Ghana ba no. Me de visa visa na me de buy. Ana me buy no ma benya yi ni bi na me de aware. Ba me free Ghana na me ba na me di ka ko invest wo. Kita be first degree answer na me ba. Na sisi a no pese me ko school so e wa. Enti no me ko school a me sa atro English language test ni bi answer na makwa na. But pese bi say Mr. Francis na obetumi answer me question na.
English language. What do you call school now they call immigration nsem.
Me potem pese me ko school.
No
Enti
the
no
school no ni de nyin school bia ni omo de se ni omo take you omo admission we no. However no what the document school certificate na de no betumi dey corneric na omo interpret the amount. So they will tell you your level at which omo ewa ha say na o dey akoma school na school na ehu say mbia o BTech ana o we Ghana de na o troye no omo ma o sa level na school ni be hu into school na betumi decide says no still why ye no mom so enso ye nti you still have to write English test and I say oh why ye sa equivalent nti there is no need for test biom there is no need for English test biom o de be ye course na o kwa pursue no but what me as here
but Matthias
but still I be say lawyer Francis Ikadia no so betumi
pese me uche enti no narek for no na omo betumi ade atetre our certificate level etie
equivalent wo kromo ha omo papers omo trotro no enti so omo ma usa interpretation na omo be ma o apply through NARIC na o be upload all your Ghana school certificate no any course no we nyina o be upload the amount enti no be reply na omo de equivalency no omo de nyina aba enti bia o tro degree wo school Ghana school na degree na o tro university na o tro and they will tell you say equivalent to a high university degree and I say any equivalent depending ni nyina agina omo nsem into omo ye a omo ma certificate bi so omo certificate no school na wo apply wa ha say wo kona ompese wo try English test and I say there be no o de beka ho de amount nti school no na be decide say according to NARIC certificate no omo de amount no English test no what throw bi and I say why your course be degree into no your English level no enim into there is no need for you to write that level 2 no English so what they call university wa ha level 2 English na na require level so no B1 B2 for the no so no we no normal level 2 into no say omo hwe na equivalent then the university will tell you not to write there but omo hwe na they are not satisfied with that there they will still ask you to write the level number organizing English test the amount and share that big deal but if you still want more clarification you can call my number 075 so we'll try 075 966
seconds 075
966
966
20 154 yeah ofra mema further explanation any school na wo kono ne omo way a omo penyina why
but you ati amishra mdase pa
onso sa nyamishra papa yo bye bye Sani ye no na say ye civil lawyers no so kakra ene omukasa okay ye nua be my question me nkan man o say good morning Manyeti good morning my lawyer Francis o say my sister mindom ni we no o say my sister applied settlement scheme for her 5 children they came from Ghana 2 weeks ago they are asking her children to book the appointment for biometric fingerprint, but she doesn't know where to book an appointment. Yeah, Rade. So me say ana me hu ana mama my baby. Baby, now online. You have to go online depending on where you live. So no, baby, I would no any online application no. I bet baby ebeo na wakwakoye sa biometric test na la no Francis mpacho bibi wa betumi de aka ho ama na mame
I be or medeva become. The TN say, we yes application now. Who go through procedures. Now, procedure, no, the TN say, I say, we application now, obe submit your application. Before I saw best submitting a better decision on be making about application. So, Ujitum say, be pre-settled, and I say, be settled. Inti hono na be decide say I deserve a be a pre-settle because I maintain I have 5 years and now say I deserve settled a be a na nipa na me use no me sponsor no what now more than 5 years me less than 21 inti ni nyina be determine the open decision from inti decision no ba the next stage a be one is say a be more say booking for biometric appointment.
Okay.
And over call our website, It is our website, and a year in Confocobia from Supra Stera. Or working under UK government,
Yes.
UKVI. Into a more and a ube bookie every honor, but who bookie a ube here with postcode. In the postcode, will determine the closest center ube to me, Akobo and Sano. In this any ban was at to be anymore. There's a way and say, oh, we application now on share non follow directions, no chase. On metro say, bookie for biometric, Nekobo and Sano. Why? And yes, answer I say, oh, sure, Uko UKVI, biometric a year. A better how to book for biometrics now. Why, Manati?
Yo, or Betsy, or the test nearby, and Timmy Jiddy say, oh, tie, yo, and no, Medina, and no so at the footwalkie be at the ato a homanes so, minim say, sebi, and yenina na ye school corner, a quenimuka cranty, a ban of computer applications in air, the adena, na ya homets, e bin so an iron quality, or moon shada endu, sa level number to me at church, ya, and we are Tina homa adensa ube to me still I always put my number on board say when ye be sir that is what I do ube to me afre me bua wo sa kwan no so me wo mre emma sa anwoma ne pa embia wo ye anye se embia wo ye wo application dey call home office na make when the lawyers na edi me nye lawyer na cheche ni enti no embia application baby I say wo call nyoma o say wo ye no unhye da eni mu unhye da ehu so nti na ya ato adwendwen ne ade na bomode na frame anyeti na ma no sanso na opese wo tro English language test no nanso unhu baby a wo be fan me say depending on your level no all I need to do is say metro nyoma baby say bisa I'll just take you through the interview process into kwa ensema me no be go through no sa pepepe na wo koshia nti na be ma ade ne be ye omre. This is what I do intimidate to ga at the mouth now we hear more English test control A2 control B1 any even up to level 2 any call university krana bomodia na frame na metumi any hu edi won ekita ho e the amount yo yentie we yentie menua be me shatakapo say yentie ne
radio yeah hello BWF damasini adwumapa mobile na menhira mo pa we dey me wo asembisa bi kakra about biometric card no biometric residence card no for EU family member there no me here for replacement say na menya the one na yebetime use ama settlement scheme there no also to me replace no when your new one na eba for settlement scheme there no my process in area. See, my submit but I can't book appointment and on my email say I have to wait, and they will tell me say there's an apps if I can upload the apps or I have to book an appointment to go to their center and do my verification there. So I need to wait. No me in my further email telling me what to do next. Let me say is it the condition or the more be Manchester be a mumba. Maybe is that normal or is that the rule? So mom better say I can say train you better what to do. Say we download whatever software now we can be refinity. Now download now why upload and now so we call center. So I'm waiting for the decision. Is that normal? It sounds a bit we be mama kakra. And secondly, so before CB why settlement scheme ni be almost February said that up to now yenti BBI and say settlement scheme no settlement scheme na cha now the family permit na fi Ghana buy so yeah a chesa na I think say first day na ncheba say there it's almost about 2-3 months to maintain that much.
Yo, Lawyer Francis, wasumo.
Manya mekasa meti ya na meboa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I will form cra.
Oh, no way. Yay. Lawyer Francis, but
Gen Radio, yeah, hello, BWF.
Sesi aote.
That must ni Jumapa mobile. Na minshira mo pa.
Yes.
Where there me wo asembisabi kakra about biometric card no. Biometric residence card no for EU family member there no. Me here for replacement say na menya the one na yebetime use ama settlement scheme there no. Unzo to me replacing when your new one na eba for settlement scheme there no. My processing na area. Nti ma submit it, but I can't na me book appointment and on my email say I have to wait and they will tell me say there's an apps if I can upload the apps or I have to book an appointment to go to their center and do my verification there. So I need to wait. No remember me in my further email telling me what to do next. Let me say is it the condition or the more be ana? Manchester be a mumba. Let me say is that normal or is that the rule? So mom better say I can say train you better what to do. Say we download whatever software now we can be refinity. No download now why upload and also we call center. So I'm waiting for the decision. Is that normal? It sounds a bit we be mama kakra. And secondly, so before CB why settlement scheme ni be almost February said that up to now yenti BBI and say settlement scheme no settlement scheme na cha now the family permit na fi Ghana buy so yeah a chesa na I think say first day na ncheba say there it's almost about 2-3 months to maintain that much.
Okay. But you say they ote.
Hi, Mete.
Okay.
Mete. Yeah. The Tiani said the first question, no. I say replacement card my family member. Now family member no moye man no. First no person who say ubetua card na because say we yes application now replacement muntua card. But who could book it for biometrics now? And no now ubetua card because he ain't so was sad no. Yet Tiani say at times home office so mama card from the previous regulation 2016 no na where you use settlement scheme nibi na card ni we ya on me catch us say who say card dada intie ma card for you be ma only paper decision but who talk us na akoye replacement card na who book here who ya card na untrieska at times e bi wo ha mo jira about £71 bibi e bi wo ha untriaka into system ne ba na wa ntua na e catch us say book for biometrics hono na ubetuaka because eno no utua for say ukwakobo unsa no enye say utua ma home office hono na ese ehye so no nti how ube book no eye say why application na wie no e de ube ko site me boss no UKVI Supra Stera no omo website with your postcode wo de shema no wa buku center bell library ben wa betimi akobo unsa no nti enua de so the postcode ni shema e be che no the closest center availability wa betimi abuki akobo unsa no but ni nyina no who bookie for biometrics na on be charge you And only a private entity be a home office afa or more yes job no. Inti expect say ubetua for biometric appointment bookings no. Yo yeah we second question no or say no so no obi the year family permit by ne omo relative na or buy number EU settlement scheme no, since February. And February, March, April, May, roughly about 3 months. Hopefully, make me say biasa because I was here my almost 6 months. But the problem is men dream say after 30th June 2021, about affection, no more making decision now. There be that. At the end of the day, who the application need to move and sign at 30th June 2021 ever. And yes, sir, what the tomb after 30th June 2021? I was said, Uma be a friend of reasonable grounds. Nadia war no.
Yo, Lawyer Francis, yeah, that's Yemre Nasu, Sisia, and Yesi born 11 na, min sorry, na, Tino. Say 11 you tune in for no cry your mom last note Emma our more article and we can't get back to them but in Facebook ni YouTube no mesro patrowa friend me to me emfa 11 na boy 9:30 to 11 o'clock na in time so however and I can promise you this I've got some few questions here. I'm taking the questions nyame aduma extension the community and the law no from here to BWF solicitors Facebook live tomorrow 4 to 6 o'clock no me was so live into I'll be asking your questions there to make a date with me or chna nyame aduma 4 to 6 make a date with me na me to me I can question na ana maybe sa lawyer nua bema oreku frimpon e be host to intino I'll ask your questions there for you enti Lawyer Francis sisi ano men can be bia ne meka ne say BWF solicitors community and the law no baso ochna na wo hwehwe BWF solicitors omwechira kwan a it was Seven Sisters tube station e pepepe upie free underground station and I say Seven Sisters tube station no be hu abansuru bi siwenim ya tro Anna house hwehwe exit number 2 na postcode nso postcode fatu tim London N15 N15 4NP 214 to 218 High Road, Seven Sisters. In Pacho, Fashe Utirmwai, 214 to 218, High Road, Seven Sisters. Or Hope Pepper Bansroni, a training Anna House. Just go to the 4th floor. Oko, I send a bed where come on. Okra one Shanoa to Kete Wanda. And Tibomodian Nako Homo na Omundi Wasem Boko Emfa Emma Shatawale Mate won cra no menso Messenia me enshraw. Yes, Unya Umwa Ese Pena Wakuma Toyem. Dodo na eba Facebook ni YouTube ni nyina nyame nhyira obi bia mesra mani di I would love to mention all your names and acknowledge you but unfortunately emre emma me ho kwan I've got one very long question there golden and something golden mesra nyame adoma your question will be the first one I will ask BWF solicitors. Yeah, boy golden. I promise you I will ask your question tomorrow for you. And I've taken it on. Make a date with me. Honum na will question no may answer honum at the amount. And Lawyer Francis, yemre no aye be mesra umpacho and then now DJ. You see, I come in 2 minutes. Hey, I've had the money time. Yo, Lawyer Francis in Pacho. Koso wami why?
Yo, manati. Me da say. Certain be our course for us so you more FI programming, even to the extent of even over Saturday as well. Yeah, that's it. Yo, and I believe here for this EU and some no still I soon try at all. Still I soon try because they say I hear anymore May then June. So was to be anymore still you could so kai say when you EU settlement scheme now acquire Jawa Jose obey. And yes, after 30th June 2021 they may happen they say you may classify as unlawful residents. Provided say now kuta sa regulation 2016 documentation Libya ebine saying permanent resident documentation, resident card documentation, and now say derivative resident card. Who could aside your mouth advice I am BWF, your demand say, was switch it. Now obey EU settlement scheme, maybe. Because say you're free EU, you know, I will be a friend of grace period, you know. Home Office and my acquaintance just say, yem fast grace period, you know, and yes, our car changes, you know, by doing the EU settlement scheme. Because to the extent say Home Office akase mo anye na 30th June ba 2021 ba emrana chiw. But yempese yenuanom we serving a community. Our community no mo anti ne wo homa mo. Nti ye bohu the role in such a way say who was atibia no mu a umbeye fall short of send a beya Home Office ebeka or more enforcement team aguma or mo be check. Because I know this is so easy for Home Office, but I can't because somebody will be address, but I'm now more kind for more essay or more yes, I don't know. But a bus I was so more or mobile. Yo, so yeah, say for your viewers and listeners are my here and there. So our issues, and I say, be now for say, yeah, to me answer, and I say, yeah, to me, went to me on my radio this one. Echina 426, mewo hobium, over to me the questions. Now with the concerns about near Koswa answer. And only what 2 solid hours are the best idea way. Yo, yeah, the entire KCF free BWF Ebremo, Sir Makaya home, I may did you my dinner baby. So that's a name uncle upon the chain, ya best here, ya cramo. Bye
bye, Lawyer Francis. Yes, so that's it. For now, for me, says it's here. The for the email free on our for no more share me on Facebook, no, any YouTube, no. Nyamesha ubi biara, nyamesha ubi biara. Those of you, you that I couldn't answer your question or read your questions to lawyer, no, please, just pardon me. Tomorrow I'll definitely do so, and I'm taking all the questions and tomorrow, make a date with me at BWF Solicitors Live 4 to 6, the community and the law, hosted by our dear brother Oreku Frimpong. So, Meshia Munina Ho, Mesa Adamasi, Robert Wood, say good morning, Wachia, Auntie Docas, good morning, boy, Fachemi, why, boy, Golden, Fachemi, Monsieur, maybe some question. I'll Bridget, Odobi Kasa, Bridget Odobi Kasa, medamase, one nana, somwa, nana ma somwa, medamase, nana materia, frame why, na, meto on catch, Bridget Odobi Kasa say, his question hasn't been answered. And Pacho, wine questions, sir, Bridget, wine questions, sir, na menfa. Okay, yeah, boy Gordon, I promise tomorrow I'll ask your question for you. Ain't you know, Fachemi, why? Fachemi, payo, but na a dorsum for me to read all na a Benjamin America cranto or China maybe sour because with the dates you put in near the adeno, send a beya a toss so ye. Why? So I promise you that. Nanajimai, Yamen Obi Bia, Madam Munyanasi, next week, same time, make a date with me, Ewaha, a BWF Solicitors Legal Hour, GN Radio, no. Messiah Abaso and Kwan Hong Kong, which I believe Yamebe Madum. Ain't no Messiah Asia. Samson a Sunday see the Omanye Abba, a beba ma kwan, young Minianamon cran for no, den cran for whom, come on, a beba ma quemona, yen so Yabidi home and kita home. May say look out for new things coming our way. Na maybe a GG na ye basu nansi. Yamisha Ubibia, Mumbasa Temin Kebium, Nemamunina Baba.